Okay, so in this session, we are going to discuss about the query builders. Okay, so query builder is nothing but the tools, or you can say it is nothing but the framework. Okay, so query builder is nothing but the tools or the framework, and why we use to write the simple and efficient queries. Okay, simple and efficient, that means now inside the CRXD we have, and inside the CRXD now you want to find out how many components we have. So how we can find out? So we have a two ways to find out. So firstly JCR SQL2. Okay, and after that JCR SQL2, it's a language. JCR SQL2, it's a language. Okay, and here we have a query builder as well. So this query builder is not your language, it's just simple an API. Okay, API is nothing but the APIs only. It's a collections of classes and the interfaces, right? This is nothing but the APIs. Okay, so it has created the API. This API internally converts into an XPath, and after that it will execute. So it doesn't have their own engine. Again, I'm just telling, your query builder is just simple and tool, or you can say it's a framework. It's not a language, right? So why we are using is basically if you want to search or you want to perform any queries to your CRXD, or you want to perform any search operation on your CRXD, for that we use a query builder. So for that they have introduced the concept of query builder, and after that they have created the API as well. Okay, so all this API they have created for this query builder, but they haven't created for this JCR SQL2. You can define this language. Okay, this is a language, but you need to use the predefined APIs. They haven't created the APIs specially for your JCR SQL2, but they have created the API for your APIs, sorry, for your query builders. Okay, after that if you want to see, before writing the backend code, we need to check whether your query it is executing or not. So they have provided one platform. So they have provided the graphical user interface, the GUI they have provided. You need to go there and you have to check whether your query it is executing or not. If it has executed, then after that you can add in the backend code. How we can define? So firstly we need to define the predicate. This is the syntax of your query builder. So firstly we need to define the predicate, after that key, and later that value we need to define. So predicate is nothing but the mirror for your output. So whether if key is not there, this becomes the output for your query builders. Okay, so and after that this is the predicate, it has containing the key and the value. Say, so basically this is the syntax. So whenever you will write the backend code, here it has coming the concept of key value form. So for that we need to define the hash map concept we need to use, right. Okay, so what are the query languages we have? Languages just like a JCR SQL2 we have, right? After that XPath we have, and after that here we have a SQL as well, but SQL has deprecated. This SQL has deprecated, and this one we are using nowadays, JCR SQL2. Otherwise you can use the query builder, and here we have a XPath. So whenever you will, so these are the query languages. So whenever, so now this is the query builder. Whenever this query builder return it, indirectly it will convert into an XPath. This is the XPath is an hard to write. It's complicated to define. Okay. So what it will does, this is the query builder. What your query builder does, here this query builder have the queries, right? So this is the query, it will convert into an XPath. Okay, this is the query. Firstly it will convert into an XPath, and after that this is the XPath, it will convert to JCR SQL2. It will convert into an JCR SQL2, and after that only your query engine, okay, your query engine will execute that queries. Got it? So firstly we have a query builder, it will convert these queries into an XPath. After that, why we are converting? Because this is not a language. If it is a language, it has their own engine and everything, we can execute it. Okay, but specially we have created for the API, so it will internally convert into an XPath. This XPath convert into an JCR SQL2, and after that your query will execute internally, it will execute by the CPU, right? Any difficulty here? Okay, so which path we have? So basically we have a local host. This is our port number 4502, and after that here we have a libs, CQ, search, content, and after that you will see the query builder.html. So this is the path. Inside this libs your query builder it has stored. You can execute your dry, you can run your queries inside this, but it's just simply for the dry and run. Okay, and once you will finalize that query, after that you can simply execute by the API. So now we will go inside this. Localhost 4502. Here we need to define the lib, CQ, search, content, query debug.html or query builder.html. Query debug. Okay. And here in the left hand side, here we'll define the queries. Here all these predicate. So here I'm just going to define some query builder syntaxes, right? These are nothing but the predicates only, and all your predicate it is available here, and it has managing by some classes, right? All this code it has defines inside some classes. Okay, so this is the class we have. Inside this they have defined this core. Sorry, expand this. Once you will expand, you will see the your predicate name. Yeah, so this one is your predicate evaluator. So all these thing it's managed by this predicate evaluator. So here we have this predicate evaluator. This will manage everything. Yeah, so this is the member of predicate we have. Just like that save query we have, just click anywhere, just open it. Okay, so here we have all the predicate. These are the predicate it is managing by this predicate evaluator. Okay, after that here once you will define anything and when you will search you will get the result inside in this right hand side. So all this data it will store inside this p object. It has created one p object. Whenever you will search, the data will store inside the p. So here I'm using the first predicate, that is type. Now inside this crxd we knows that we have a lot of nodes, right? Which node you want to search here? So I just simply want to search the cq colon page. This is the type. So when you are going inside the crxd, okay, so when you are going inside the crxd, anywhere you can go, not here. Pages it has present inside the content mostly. So you can go anywhere and see here. This is also a page. So when you will go and see the type, you will see CQ colon page. So based on this node type, we can search our queries. Okay. Not only this, now I'm just searching, right? So I'm getting the result. Here I'm getting the result. This is the number of result it has written. Here I have, in this case, what I have searched CQ colon page. So in our CRXD, we have this number of pages, right? Not only this, you can click here, weekend. For weekend, it has generated the CQ colon content. Here also we have a type, that is CQ colon page content. Come here and just defining CQ colon page content. Okay, so you will get this error that is called as a traversing error, right? This is called as a traversing error. So how we can avoid this? See, so if you the result it has returning a more than 1 lakh or something, okay, so after that it will throws the traversing error. So in that case you can use a solar. Okay, solar is an software you can use and prevent this error. Otherwise you can use the oak indexing. So here we have a oak indexing. I think we have discussed already. There is the oak indexing you can use and prevent it. So you need to create the oak index and you can prevent this error, right? So here you can define the CQ column page content. Yeah, that's it. Here you see the return it has returning 1800, right? 1807. But how much it has showing? Only 10. See here, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 10 result it is showing. Why? Because there is a limit. There is a limit. So by default, it is printing only the 10. So if you want to increase it, you have to define here p dot limit is equals to minus 1. Minus 1, that means it will go till the end and after that it will print. Now you can search it. Once you will search, you will get all the result, right? You got all the result, right? If you need only 20, you just have to mention it. So from the starting onwards, from the 0th index, it will give until 20. See here, 20 result we got it. Just like that, now we are getting here the result. But if you want to start, if you want to start from the specific path, you can just start it. So I just want to start from the second index. So it will start from the second index and it will go until 20. Now you can search. See, now maybe you got 18 results something. Got it? So this is called as the pagination. So from where it starts and from where it ends, if you want to define it, you can use a p dot offset and p dot limit. Got it? Here we have a path as well. See, now the thing is, we will not do like that. So this is the CQ column page, and if we are searching and we are getting this result, we will not do it like that. So if we are writing a query builder, you have writing the query builder for your project, right? So what you will do, you have to mention your project. So inside this project, here I have a project that is weekend, right? Inside this weekend, how many pages I have? So this is the thing I'm searching, and here I have used the path predicate. So here inside this weekend page, here we have a 6 pages. How many pages we have? 6. Got it? And inside this content, how many we have? Here we have a 8 one. Okay, got it. Now after that, here I'm just defining the weekend. Now search it. Here you see 6 pages it has returning. Are you seeing anywhere content and weekend? See here the child pages of this weekend it has written. Now go there inside this content. Now this is the content we have. Here we have a child, so maybe we have a 6, right? Somewhere we have maybe a sub child also it has written, but the thing is this one it hasn't written, right? So here sub, that means child of this weekend it has written, but what's about this weekend? If you need this one as well, then so for that you can simply mention path dot self is equals to true. Search now. See, you got this one. With that you got the subchild as well. You got the subchild as well, right? What it has written, this self. Okay, so what it will does, this self, what it will does is it will return the current as well. If this one, whatever you are going to search, if this one is also on page, so this one is also written. Okay, path dot self. Now try to search it. Just 1 minute. This is not a good thing. So path, just simply path self also we need. Yes, here you see we got this one as well, right? So content dot weekend. Okay, so like that it works. And the another thing is like now the thing is now here I'm using a exact. Here I'm using a exact. So what it will does, this exact what it will does is it will return the child of this weekend. Now when we have defined the self, what it has done, so it has written this test et, and if inside this test editable template, if we have another page, this page also it will return. But if you don't want it, if you need only the child pages, then you can simply use the exact. So here it has returning the child. Now here also we have exact and flat also we have. Same thing it will does. It won't do anything. But now the thing is, if you want to use the expressions, like here you see inside this weekend, if anything is there, return all the pages. That's why I have just uses here star. Okay, here I have uses the wildcard, that is star. That means inside this weekend if any page is there, just simply return it. Search now. So this flat it want accept the expressions. This is the flat, it won't accept the expression. So instead of that, we have to use the exact. Now you can search. Now you will get the result. Any difficulty till now? Okay. So here I'm just defining now path, content, weekend. Now from that, I just simply want to search the property. Maybe inside this weekend. Okay, inside this weekend, maybe we have a properties. So if you want to search it, how we can search? You can easily search it, but we knows that this is what your CQ page, right? This is what your CQ page. Consider this weekend is our CQ page, right? But all our meaningful information where it will store inside the JCR colon content, and from that we have a lot of properties. These are the properties I need, just like a sling colon resource type, and here we have a maybe title. It may be somewhere I need a title. So if you need these things, then you need to firstly call to your JCR colon content. Okay, after that here we have to mention the JCR colon title. So I need a title, just simply search it. So it will return all the pages. In this case it has written all the pages because all the pages have the title. Okay, all these pages have a title. Now you can go there. This is the what we have, this one. Now just try to remove this title. Copy first of all. After that you can remove. Save the changes. Come here and again you can search. Okay. Again it has written the 6. I clearly mentioned no. Why is okay? Oh, okay. Still it's not removing. If they have a title, then only you can return it. CQ page. Just try to define the CQ page content. Search it. Oh, for the CQ page content, it has returning lot. CQ page only you can define. Search. Oh, here we have to define the path, right? Now you can search it. 6 it has returning till. Still it has returning a 6. Let it be. Okay. So here what we will do is we'll try to define the value, right? So I was wrong. So if you want this JCR column title, okay, and if it is a exist, then only you can return the result. So in this case you can use the like operator. You can use the like operator if this is the property it has available. So here we have a property dot operations. Okay, property dot operations we have property dot operation, and if it is exist, then only you can return, I think so. Still this one is also not working. That's okay. Okay, so we'll do one thing, we'll try to define the value. So if this property it's containing the specified value, then only you can return the result. So here we have a page D, this is the JCR colon content we have, and if this is the JCR colon content is having this title and this title is having this value, then only you can return the result. Paste it. Now try to search. See, now in this case we got the one result. Okay, and this is the page it has returning, that is page German. Okay, this is the thing. After that, now I need to define the more values. I need a GCR colon title, but I need a different value. In this case you have to use the property dot value, and after that you need to mention the title. Come inside the JCR colon content, US only, no, come here and define the US. Okay, but the thing is now if you search, still you will get the one result. And in this case what it has done, it will always start execute from the starting onwards. So it has executed this one JCR title, and after that it has executed this page German, and at the last it has executed the US. For this JCR title, whatever it is seeing at the last, only this one it will search. So here you see in this case what it has searched, US, right? But we need to search this both. So in this case you need to use the numbering. So here this is the first value and this one is the second value. Now you can search. See, in this case we got two results. Got it? Now here, just like that, I want to define more than one property. Okay, so this is the property one. Here I am going to define the property another. So property JCR colon content, and here I am just defining sling colon resource type. We know that this sling colon resource type is a mandatory property, right? So everywhere we need to define this, and this is the property dot value I am defining. Go there in this US or somewhere and just copy this. Come here and simply paste it. Run. Say we got the one result. So what it is doing in this case, firstly it will check this one, and after that what it will does, it will come at the down and it will check this one. So it has overriding, so only one you can check it. Like if you are defining like this way, so you can check at the last one only. So here you see what it is searching. See, so whenever you are defining the query builder, it will convert into an XPath, and later that this is the XPath, it will convert into an JCR SQL2, and after that it will execute, right? So here it has converted and it has only trying to find out this JCR colon content from that sling colon resource type and this foundation component redirect, right? The one property only it's find out, it's trying to find out. If I want to find out all these things, then so here also you have to define the numbering, one underscore. Everywhere we have to define one underscore, that's it. You can come here and this is the different one, right? So you need to define two underscores. Now you can search. See, now what it is doing, firstly this JCR colon title we have, after that here we have a US and it has performed the OR operations, and inside that again we have a title and this is the page German. So if anyone is true, after that here we have a AND operator. So this condition and this condition, both conditions should be true, then only it will return the result. Got it? Now here I need to change this. So here what we have, AND operator, right? From this AND I need to change to OR. How we can do these things? So for that you just simply, this is the first property and this is the property number 2. We need to integrate, we need to bind these two, then only we can perform the AND or OR operation. By default it's a AND. How we can do it? You just simply have to use the group, that's it. Use group everywhere. Group and try to search it. So what the same, that means now we are not getting any error. Okay, this one is right. Now we need to perform the OR operator, right? Here we need to change the OR operator. So how we can do these things? So we will mention group dot p dot OR, and I need this one true. See, in this case it has changed from AND to OR and it has returning a true result. Okay, so if any condition it has true, then it will return the result. Okay, if any condition it has true, then it will return the result. And after that here you see, so whatever we are executing here, so the result it has generating and all your properties it has storing inside this JSON format. So when you will click here, so you will see the JSON format. See, so it has successfully executed a result. How much result we are getting? 2, right? So 2 it has returning, total is 2 only. Do we have more than result? Here what is the result? 2, and we are getting the 2 only. If we have a more than 1, okay, here we have a 4 and we are getting the 2, then it will return true here. Okay, offset it is starting from the 0th index, and this many of hits we got. So this is the 0th one and this is the first one, the first and the second. This is the properties we are getting, but these are the different properties, right? These are the by default properties. If you want to change the behavior, if you want to change these properties, then you can simply use p dot hits, and I need full hits. Search simply. Again, you can go inside the JSON and open it. See, in this case, in this case, it has changed, right? I'll show you the previous one. Here you see what was here. Here we had path, expert, something, name, title, last modified, and the created, right? So this many of fields we had, but in our when you are going inside this page, CQ column page, you will see only this JCI created by, and the primary type, and here we have one by default property, that is path property. So when you will go here now, when you will define here p dot hits is equals to full, so you will get whatever you need, whatever is there. So like JCI path, primary type, created by, and the created we have. So all these things it has returning. But now what I need is, here this is the page that is okay. I need to go inside the JCR column content, and whatever I'm just selecting, only this field I need. So in this case, what we will do, where we are right now inside this CQ column page, right? CQ column page we have no. Now I'm just mentioning here selective. Okay, and here I'm just mentioning p dot properties, and here I'm mentioning the properties. So JCR column content, inside that we have a sling column resource type. Go there and pick that one. Again, we have a JCR column content. Maybe we had a title. Just go there and just pick it. After that, JCR column content. Maybe we have a CQ column template. Go there and just simply pick. Fetch that one and print. Now search. Yeah, that means it has executed successfully. Now inside that you can go and just try to check it. See. So in this case, whatever we have selected. So what we have selected here, sling column resource type, is it? After that title, and after that CQ template. Go there. Resource type we have JCR column title and the CQ template. So the meaning, the query we are defining for this only. So meaningful is this information. This is the information we are going to deliver in the future to a third party, right? So we need to know how to change all these things, right? Okay. After that, after that, okay, I'm going to remove this, and here I'm just mentioning the weekend only. Here we have a this many of pages we have. Now I just want to change this insertion order. Now I need to change this order. So I just want in a descending, or I need in the ascending order based on the property. So how we can do these things? So order by we have to use, and after that you need to mention here JCR column content, and you can mention anything, any property you can mention there. So US, here we have JCR column content, and which one is the date? Okay, this one. Come here and paste it. So here what I'm just mentioning by default is in ascending order. So based on this created JCR created properties, you can arrange all these things in ascending order. Right now you can search. Now you will get the data. Okay. US first. After that we have a EN. Then this many of pages we have. If you want to sort this data in a descending order, you need to use order by this border. Order by dot sort, and here you have to mention descending order. Now you will see it will change. See, it has changed the content, right? It has changed the content, and after that you can mention here p dot limit. So whatever the result it has returning, all this result it will print to your output, to your output page. Now you can search it. Just like we have a lot of properties, lot of predicates we have. Just go on the Google and search it and just paste and just check what it is doing. Okay, so now we'll see how we now we have check it, right? So they have provided this GUI for checking this query builder it is working or not. If it is working right, then we need this output. Okay, now now after that only you can try in your backend code. Now just go there. So here what I'm doing, I'm just creating one server, sorry, servlet, where it is here. For the query builder will create, right? So query builder is also your service. Query builder is nothing but the service only. Okay. So whenever I said now this is your servlet. So whenever we will define the servlet, we have to use this at the rate component. We have to mention the service is equals to servlet dot class, right? After that, immediately I need to execute. So here you can mention immediate is equals to true. Now I said like now we need to extend first of all. We need to extend and this is just simple class, right? We need to convert into an servlet. So for that, sling all methods servlet. Here we have to define methods servlet. Got it? And we need to import. Okay, so once you will import, here we have a do get or the do post method. You can just create it, sling http servlet request. Here I've just created a request sling http servlet response response, right? Now you can import these two things. We need to import it. We have imported, that error has gone, and the result you can set content type. So I need a result in the form of application JSON. So here I'm just mentioning application slash JSON, right? The result we have mentioned it. Now I said like what we are going to return here, query builder, right? And the query builder API they already have created, okay? And query builder is nothing but your service only, okay? And this query builder, consider this is the query builder. So this query builder is nothing but the service only, okay? And we have created the servlet, right? And above of this servlet, what we have written, we have written the at the rate component. That means what, this is also your service, right? This is also your service. So this is the service. If you want to inject or you want to use it, you want to call inside your servlet, indirectly we can say inside our service, then we have to use one annotation, that is at the rate reference. We have to use this at the rate reference. So how we can do these things? Come here, use at the rate reference and mention here query builder. Define the name, that is query builder. That's it. We need to import. So this is the thing we have to take. So your OAGI is a framework, okay, and it provides the lot of annotation and it's stored inside this package. So org OAGI. So it's an organization. It's not a single company. After that, com.date.cq.search.query builder. So this is the thing we have to use, right? Finish it. Now we got these two things. Okay, so basically this is the query builder. It's responsible to perform the CRUD operation on your query. Okay, come here, and after that, this is the query builder. We have query builder dot create query. Okay, this query we have two methods. Query builder, it is accepting only the session, and the second it is accepting the predicate group and the session. Okay, so here we have to create a predicate group. Yeah, this one only, and after that here you need to define the create. Now the thing is, I have already told you, like this predicate is a collection of key and values, right? This predicate is nothing but the keys and the value. So this is the predicate. This predicate we have created by using this predicate group. Here you see the predicate group and the create, and we knows that once you will create, Here you need to mention the hash map you need to mention. We knows that this is the predicate, it contains key and the value. So we have created the predicate, but we haven't created the key and the value. So we need to create. Comment down here, you can mention map string. I'm just defining, again I'm just defining the string. You can create a map whatever you want, and here hash map string of string. If you want, you can define here, otherwise let it be. Import this. Yeah, the error has gone, and this one is also good, right? So what we have done here is, so predicate group dot create, and we have added the map, and later that it will accept the session. So what you are doing, this is the query from the crxd. You are taking the nodes, right? From the crxd you are taking all the outputs, or you are executing inside this inside your java, right? So for that we need a connectivity and the configuration. Is it no? We need a connectivity and the configuration. So who will fulfill all this requirement? So we have a session. We need to use the session for the connectivity as well. So database connectivity and everything you want to maintain, then you need to use the session. But how we can get this session? So for that, we know that we have one object that is request, and here we have a get resource resolver, and by using that you can get adapt to method is there. You can use the adapt to method, and directly you can convert into an session. That's it, and it will return the object that is session. See, there is the session, it has written. So here we have created the extra object, okay, and this is the one time activity. Only inside this query, inside this create query methods, I'm passing two parameters, right? So why we need to create this, why we need to create this object? Directly you can do one thing, no? So here request dot get resource resolver, and after that you can use the adapt to and pass here session dot class. That's it. That's it. That means there is no need to create the object in the memory. So it has creating by using this create query now. Now things are done. Okay. We have created map, but inside this map we don't have a key and the value, right? So we need to add map dot put. Here we need to mention both are accepting the string, right? What we have to mention here, this is the thing. So this one is your key. Come here, press inside this, and after that here this is your value. Path, we have copy this path, come here, paste it just like that. Content weekend, order by. This descending, and the last we have a p dot limit is equals to -1, right? Yeah, there is no need to define the column here, right? So this is your key and this one is your value. So here value is your -1, so we have defined it. Now we have created this hash map, and this is the, that means indirectly we can say we have created the predicate and we have added the key and the value form, and we need a database connectivity and the configuration. So for that we got the session, and this is the create query. It will return the object of the query. We need to accept it. Okay, so this is the query we got, right? Now this is the query. So by using this create query, it will create the query, and after that it will execute it. Now here we have an object get the result. Okay, so sorry, by using this create query we can create the query, and after that when we will get the result, so it will, what it will does, it will execute the query and we will get the result. So it will return the object in the search result. Yeah, we got the result, right? Now this is the result. Now we got this result. Okay, but in the CR, in this query builder, we call this each and individual hits. We don't need a result, we need a hits, right? So this is the result, we need to convert into an hits. So result dot get the hits. So it will return each and individual hit and it will store inside this hits object, right? So what it is doing, it is returning more than one hits, but what we need only one hit, right? We need only one hit. So you can do it, you can use the while loop and mention it. Otherwise for each loop, you can use for each loop and just mention it hit dot hits and the result dot get hits. That's it. Oh, what did I mention, what did I say? Okay, no worry, we'll remove this. And after that it has reading all these hits. These the hits will convert into an list children. Okay, this is the thing, will convert into an list children. Otherwise iterator if we have, then you can use the iterator here. This is the iterator, it will convert into an iterator and it gives the iterator, right? So we got this iterator. From this iterator we have to take each and individual. So we'll say, well, if this iterator has a next, if this iterator has a element, then you can just do one thing, come inside and just take that first one. Okay, yeah, that's nice. So what we are doing here, first of all, this is the get hits we have, but inside this we don't have this has next and the next method. Okay, we need each and individual, right? This hits, we need each and individual, then only we can get the properties and everything. So that's why I have converted into an iterator. First of all, I'm just checking the value. If it is returned true, that means it will come inside this, and the first one, the first iterator, it will store inside this next, and from this next now we can easily get the paths or whatever you need. So next dot get what you need. So if you need the path, you can mention the path. So here next dot get the title, you can mention the title. Next dot get resource type, if you need the resource and each and individual property, you can get it. So here we have a lot. Not only this, you can get the experts, excerpts, get index, get the path, get the property. You can get more than one properties. Okay, so it has returning a more than one properties here. You can get the resource, you can get the title as well. Okay, so in this case I'm getting these two things only. Okay, now I'll create one JSON object. You can use the object mapper, wrapper, object wrapper, JSON object is equals to new object wrapper. Now try to import this. It's object mapper, not wrapper. To mention here mapper. Yeah, so we got this mapper, right? And using this mapper, you can simply come here, and this is what JSON object dot. You can simply put here. We need to use the add, but we are not getting the add. Why? JSON object, this one only we have created, right? Copy, come here. This one firstly we need to remove. Paste this. Which one we are pasting? Okay. So JSON object dot add. If add is not there, we need to put. something wrong package we have installed it. This one is also right. Nothing we have here. Add mixin, configure, cancelize. We have a add method, no? It's not coming here. Okay, add if it's not there, we'll write. Sorry for that, we'll write. Write value as simply write is not the writer. Okay, dot write value as string. Okay, and inside that we'll pass the next. Okay, so here next dot get the path, and just like that we'll pass here next dot get the title. Okay, so in here you can just define like this. So automatically it will processing error it will throw. So we need to accept it. JSON processing exceptions, right? But instead of that, still it's getting errors. So you can just use the to string. Okay, so it's saying like it accepts only one parameter. Okay, we'll not use this. Instead of that, you can use a JSON object builder. So by using a JSON, we can create the object builder, right? JSON object builder. Copy this, come here, and after now you can add. Okay, here I'm just adding a title. First of all, I'm adding a title, and inside this we have to define next dot get the title. Nice. And after that, JSON object builder dot add, and again we are going to add path. Next dot get the path. Here G we have added extra. Now it does. Okay, I think so. Nice. Okay, once you will do these things, it is accepting as a decimal at the last one. Okay, cleared? No. JSON object builder dot add. We need both the string and the string. Title next dot what is that? Get the title. Which one we have imported? Object mapper. After that, query builder. Right. It's accepting no string and the string, but still it's not accepting. Why? Okay, so next dot get the path, next dot get the resource. Sorry, get the title. Still it's why it's returning like this. Here two string. Here also we have defined as a two string. Still it's not executing. Then we'll try once. JSON object builder dot add, and inside this next dot get the title, get the title. Here we can next dot get the path. Oh, because of that. Oh, to string. Still it's not going. Okay, so we'll use the Google API. We'll try to use the JSON object. JSON object. Here I'm just defining the object. Here we have a JSON object, right? Object dot. We need to import first Java X JSON Google. This one we'll try to use. After that, this is the object dot add. Maybe this time it works. Next dot get the title, and here we'll try to define just title simply. Now what did I say? So the next JSON object is the next. Okay, object dot string of string somewhere, string property and the string value. So here I'm just defining the property, that is title. Here I'm just defining the value. So that is next dot get the path and two string as well. Now it has gone. Object dot, oh, it's add property. We need to add only. Okay. After that, here we have a path, right? And next dot get the path and two string. Object dot put is there? No. Object mapper. Object is equals to new object mapper. Nice. Import it. After the object dot writer dot write value as string. Here you can mention this next dot get the path to string. That's it. Okay, just simply we'll try to print the title. Oh, we have closed this one as well. Just simply this will try to print. Maybe it will print or not. So what we have to do is, like, once you will define this object and writer and we are saying like write the value as a string. Okay, so all this value where it has stored inside your object, right? Now you can just do one thing, response dot get the writer, and after that you can simply write, right? I think I'm using a 2019 or 2018 Eclipse. Maybe because of that reason it's not supporting. So here you can use the object, and this is the object you can convert into one two string. Okay, this is the object where we have created inside the while loop. So we cannot use outside. So for that reason you can just come here and paste it. Now maybe this is good. Now you can use a two string. Yeah, it has gone. Now try to deploy it, but before the deployment we have to register no our servlet. So we have to register by using a property. We are using OAGI declarative 1.2. Here we have to define sling colon servlet colon dots paths, and here we have to mention the bin query builder example, right? I'm just saving the changes. Now where we have stored the content, where is our project? We can write this one is our project, no? Desktop AEM project. This is the weekend is our. We have to go inside the core, and here we have to deploy it. mvn clean install dash p auto install bundle, because we have did the changes in the backend code only. Oh, getting error enum expected, in which query builder servlet we are not getting any error anywhere. So first one is for this class. Do we have close here? No. Parenthesis only. No. This one. Okay. Method we have open it. While loop we have open and we have closed here. Yeah, that's okay. So these two methods throws the error. We need to accept it. So this is JSON processing something, and it throws the IO exceptions. That's okay. But why this one is not going? We already have surrounded with the. Okay. Again, try to deploy. Okay, so maybe because of that error, it's not showing this JSON core builders, right? Now again, you can try JSON create object builder, right? Create object builder. Now you can create. Share for this. Now simply we'll define the object, and in this object we'll try to define object dot add. Now it's showing add, it is showing, but inside this title, and here next dot get the title, right? Okay, it has added. Just like that, we have to do it for the object dot add, and here we have to add for the path, right? Path next dot get the path, and see, make sure that this is the path we need to convert into one to string, right? This one, if you haven't closed it, that is also okay, but this is the thing you need to convert into an x path, sorry, to string. Then only it's okay, otherwise we'll get the error. This build success, we'll try. Come here, localhost 4502, and we have to paste and hit enter. Bin query builder example getting error, and which one that is pent. Okay, we'll remove this. We have defined this thing is right now sling servlet paths, right? And which one we don't want? This one. Okay, done. Now you can try to deploy. Yes, here as well we have to define the object dot to string. That's successful. Nothing it has happened. And which error it is showing? We need to check here only. You on my service servlet dot class immediate. That's okay. Sling servlet paths. Bin query builder. Just I'm removing this. Just make it bin and the example. Sling all method servlet query builder. That's also okay. And here sling HTTP servlet request application JSON. Just for now, just remove this. And hash map CQ page content weekend we have, no, we are in the weekend project only, yeah. So JCR column content created by, that's okay. Query builder, that's also okay. Get the result, get the heats, convert it into iterator. We have created the object, and after that iterator it has stored inside this. Get the title to string, that is also okay. Repository exception it has stored, and we are printing. That's it. Well, dot get writer dot write. Again, here we have to define the try and catch. No? Okay. Now try to reply. It's deployed success. Now come here, localhost 4502, paste it and try to hit enter. So maybe this is an cache issue, I think so. That message also is not printing. Try to reply